Good day to Professor Dr. Muhammad Rasman and also Assistant Professor Dr. Ramani. My name is Aaron Lai Jia Jie and I'm a student from the Civil Engineering Department. This is my individual practical assignment for water and wastewater engineering. As for this individual assignment, the title that I have chosen is The Process of Wastewater Treatment based on granular filtration media.
First and foremost, I would like to talk about the introduction of my individual assignment. So, what is granular media filtration? Granular media filtration can be defined as a process of removal of suspended solids by passage of water through a porous medium. As we all know, filtration is commonly the final polishing step in the conventional water treatment process designed to meet final treated water turbidity limits. The filtration process results in gradual accumulation of entrapped solids within the granular media. This cycle comprises both air scour and water wash phases to effectively lose and flush out the retained solids to waste. Next, I would like to talk about the aim and objectives of this experiment. As for the granular media filtration carried out for this assignment, the aim and objectives of the experiment are as follows. Firstly, to understand the process for removing suspended or colloidal particles, for example, removing suspended solids remaining after sedimentation and clarification. Next, to relate granular media filtration to filtration in water treatment plants. And last but not least, to understand the importance of granular media filtration as a concept to water treatment processes at water treatment plants. In this assignment carried out based on the concept of granular media filtration, the scope of experiment includes the removal of suspended solids by gravitational passage of water through a granular media filter. Next, a simulation of filtration of water to meet final treated water turbidity limits, and also the accumulation of deposits in the filter media due to the diminishing size of pore areas. Next, the expected outcomes from this individual assignment. From this experiment, the expected outcomes include a gradual accumulation of entrapped solids within the granular media, whereby intermittent removal by means of a filter backwash cycle is needed to effectively loosen and flush out the retained solids to waste. It is also expected that the water collected in the container after going through the granular media filter is clearer compared to the initial wastewater. Therefore, the clarity of the water should be higher compared to the initial wastewater used. As for the materials and equipment used for this individual assignment, cotton pads and cotton wool are used to be placed at the bottom of the granular media filter to prevent sand from flowing out into the container. A knife is also used to cut open the plastic bottle. A pair of scissors. A clean, empty plastic bottle, which acts as the body of the granular media filter. A plastic container to collect the water that has gone through the granular media filter. A strainer, which acts as the first layer of the granular media filter. Larger sized rocks. Next, medium-sized black stones. Small-sized colorful stones. Soil obtained from the nearby park. Sand from the beach. And last but not least, wastewater sample. Next, I will be talking about the procedure of my individual assignment. First and foremost, with a knife, the bottom part of the empty plastic bottle is cut so that it acts as a body of the granular media filtration. And so, this is what the empty plastic bottle looks like after the bottom part of it is cut off with a knife. I also had to make sure that the size of the bottle is big enough so that the rocks, stones, and sand can be filled into the plastic bottle. Next, a few layers of cotton pads are placed at the neck of the bottle. Make sure that the cotton pads are fitted well to the neck of the bottle so that finer particles such as sand and soil does not flow through the bottle into the container. After placing the cotton pads at the neck of the bottle, another layer of cotton wool is placed on top of the layers of cotton pads. Make sure that the layer of cotton wool is fitted well so that finer particles such as sand and soil does not flow through the bottle into the collector. Next, around 4 centimeters in height of sand is poured carefully into the bottle on top of the cotton wool. The sand is obtained from a beach near my house. After that, around 5 centimeters in height of soil is poured carefully into the bottle on top of the layer of sand. The soil is obtained from a nearby playground in my housing area. A knife is used to spread the soil in the bottle so that the layer of soil is evenly distributed. Next, around 4 centimeters in height of small-sized colorful stones are poured carefully into the bottle on top of the layer of soil. The colorful stones are obtained from a nearby hardware store. Around 3 centimeters in height of medium-sized black stones are poured carefully into the bottle on top of the layer of small-sized colorful stones. The black stones are also obtained from the nearby hardware store. Bigger sized rocks are then added into the bottle on top of the layer of medium-sized black stones. The rocks are obtained from the playground at the nearby housing area. This layer of rocks will be the uppermost layer of the granular media filtration of my individual assignment. A strainer is placed at the open end of the bottle. Around 400 milliliters of wastewater is obtained from a nearby drain. The wastewater is then poured slowly into the granular media filter. Observation is made on the water collected in the plastic container. As for the results, the pictures below shows that the water collected in the plastic container is clearer compared to the initial wastewater. Most sand and solids are also trapped in the granular media filter. For example, smaller rocks are trapped in between the black stones, whereas finer particles such as dust and sand are trapped in the layer of sand. As a conclusion, granular media filtration, which is based on the application of water filtration, involves filtering hard water and removing all the contaminants that may be in the water. In the case of filtration in water treatment plants, water is softened and the concentration of minerals will also be reduced. Not only that, this process is relatively easy and straightforward to use while being cost effective. The odor and taste of the water will also improve, whereas a small portion of chlorine can also be get rid of. However, we should also understand that not all germs, bacteria, and contaminants are removed from filtered water. When the process is taking place, very small particles can pass through the membranes used to perform water filtering. Last but not least, as for the self-reflection, in my opinion, this individual assignment has brought many advantages to students taking water and wastewater engineering. This includes students being able to come up with ideas of creating a prototype of any water treatment processes, being able to understand the importance of water treatment processes that are extremely vital in ensuring a continuous supply of clean water for everyone in the world. Not only that, students are also able to conduct hands-on skills even though classes are conducted online. And last but not least, it is my opinion that students are able to improve critical thinking skills and the ability to think outside the box to complete the assignment. Thank you.